Well, hi, class. Welcome again to MBA 886 on Sustainability and Social Entrepreneurship. This is our first unit, week one. And the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is to establish the learning objectives that we have for the course, both in the area of social entrepreneurship, which you'll find on slide 8, and in the area of general sustainability, industrial sustainability specifically, which you'll find on slide 7. Now, I'm going to do something a little weird to start off, and maybe you'll find it weird. I think it's absolutely exciting. But I want to introduce the course by starting off with a video called the Starfish video. And I think my purpose for doing this is really to make sure that you understand that I'm trying to engage you to appreciate your responsibility and your role in the managing of this gift of planet Earth that's been given to us by our Heavenly Father. That's a lot of what we're going to be talking about in the area of sustainability. Now, as we look at sustainability, then there's just a plethora of definitions of sustainability. Two specifically we're going to be looking at, and along with a third that's known as the 3 Ps, and we'll get to that in just a second. The first one is the Brundtland Commission, and Gro Brundtland was a phenomenal surgeon, former prime minister, and she put together a commission back, I believe it was 1987, that talked about sustainability in terms of the idea of development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. So let's do things in a way that we're not affecting the ability of future generations to do what they need to do to meet their societal needs. Now, there is another definition that we're going to be using a lot, and that's the area of industrial sustainability, which is all about innovation and continuous improvement and the use of cleaner technologies, some of the newer cleaner technologies to reduce pollution and also to reduce the amount of raw materials that are used in your various processes. In the area of green chemistry, for example, there's been a lot of this in terms of business practices, but the question is, how can we do more with less? You'll notice in week one, we do talk about some of the slides. One of the slides, there's an issue associated with the growth of United States population in the 20th century versus its growth of the use of raw materials. And what you'll find is the population of the United States in the 20th century grew threefold, whereas its use of raw materials grew 17-fold. Clearly, that is not sustainable. So that's kind of how we're going to introduce the subject. Hopefully the slides are fairly easy to understand. There are 2 assignments in week one. These are found on slides 12 and slides 37. I believe they're self-explanatory, but as I've said many times before, and I'll say again, if you need any help with them, please feel free to contact me. Thanks a lot, and welcome to week one.